It's picnic time. I'm going totally right turn here, but I want to share the joy of picnicking with you and to ask you, when was the last time you went on a true picnic? Like, I'm talking blanket, basket if you have one, napkins, forks, knives, tubs of food, at a park, on a beach, something different, but where you're actually sitting on the ground, sharing a meal with a loved one, friend, social distancing, of course. But really, when was the last time you just went on a picnic? I want to encourage you to do that. I picnic often. I picnicked last night. My husband and I decided just to grab our food, grab some chairs, a little more comfortable, but to go out to our park nearby our home, Valley Forge Park, to watch the sunset. And, it was just delightful. We stayed long after the sunset, and the colors of the sky were just tremendous. We were silent for some. We had music on at other times. We dropped into deep conversation. And it was so healing. Picnics and being close to the earth is so healing, and especially at this time, why not try something different? We're being called to change. The world as we know it has changed. And so allow yourself to be changed by this new world and to do things that are unlike what you've done in the past 10 years. And a picnic can be a great start. I'd love to hear where you've picnicked. I'd love to hear what you brought. I'd love to hear your experience. So the impetus for taking this picnic last night was that I had a really rough day. It didn't start out rough. It started out great. I was on fire in the morning, had a good workout, started my work. I was, kind of checking things off, and then I hit an obstacle, and a technology obstacle, and that stuff happens, and it, my gosh, it stops us in our tracks. I was having trouble uploading something to YouTube. It was taking an hour to upload something that was 15 minutes, and usually just, I do it all the time. And then one obstacle after another, technology, looking stuff up on Google, watching YouTube videos to try and figure out what was going on. I'm sure you've been there. And it's almost like my entire world changed. My energy changed. My breath changed. My mood changed. And it was the rest of the afternoon, and I was stuck in this spiral of freaking technology. And my husband recognized it, and he's like, oh my gosh, we got to get out of this, because, and there was no resolution, and there still is no resolution this morning. But when we can recognize that we can't get ourselves out sometimes by just trying to push through and force through, that we actually need to remove ourselves. And so I'm so glad that he recommended a picnic. And so that's what we did. And so oftentimes we need to just change gears, shift things completely, to be spontaneous, to do things that we've never done or haven't done in a long, long time, to really change our energy. And so we went out to the park and sat, and I was still agitated, my system, because our nervous system, when we get hijacked like that, I call it the technology hijack, when something's not working, something, when one of your systems dies, like your phone dies, your computer dies, whatever, it hijacks our entire body. Oh my gosh, it's a terrible thing. And it really took a few hours for my neurochemistry to come back into balance. And I'm so glad I did that, because I slept like a baby last night. So when you feel hijacked, take a right turn and do something different. I recommend a picnic, lunch, dinner, Who knows? You could take a breakfast picnic. I've never done that. Thank you so much for listening to these morning messages. I hope that these are supporting you in some small way to take charge of your energy, to trust your brilliance, to recognize that you have everything you need to live a magnificent life. And sometimes all we need is just a little nudge in the morning. Thank you again for joining in, and please be sure to check out the show notes. I offer loads of links and ways to walk with me and to work with me. Take care.